Okay, welcome back if you're coming back, and welcome if it's your first time. And thank you for all the support that you guys are giving. You really are amazing just by yourselves. I had someone say something and it stuck to my head and lately keeps ringing again and again in my ears. They said she was not supposed to remember. And they were saying it in an appalled way. They were surprised and they were panicking, as if they were trying to hide something, a secret or something. And it was sort of like they were rioting or something like that. And I can't help but wonder, what is it that they were not supposed to remember? I mean, why was it important that they were not supposed to remember? And then I was led to watch something that was talking about reincarnation. It was a film, and they were explaining how reincarnation was actually not the way I believe, but it's almost similar. So as far as I understand is that reincarnation happens to those who have to compensate for the evil they had done in the past and to fulfill a mission or complete a cycle that was left undone and not fulfilled. But as you all know is that I'm not a fan about reincarnation, which I regard as just the carrying of collective old energies from generation to generation or one lifetime to another. And that is why we remember what happened in the past, because we carry that energy. And if that energy was given to you, it means there is a mission behind it to close cycles that were not completed in the past. And as long as it continues in the same way, almost the same experience will be lived on and on again and again until someone says, "That's it, I'm fed up," and they turn events around and break the chain. And that is when the reincarnation stops and souls can rest in peace, I guess, I hope. So for those to keep on and on the same energy carried by different bodies, play the same scenarios, and the evil do the same crime, and the missioners either get destroyed or do the destroying. And when they do the destroying, they become the sort of like demon slayers. And that's a whole another topic. Some people believe in that, some people don't believe in that. But it's a fact that it's real and it happens. Sometimes the people who are given the mission don't even have to do anything. They just have to make the decision to break the chain, and help automatically comes from the spiritual world, where the ancestors, with the help of other spiritual beings, step up and deal with the issue, either by protecting the one from their lineage, by standing against the enemy group that attacks and fight behind the scenes, while their chosen one goes about fulfilling the mission of changing the tables and stepping into the power of doing what they are meant to do. Generally, they hardly interfere in the spiritual wars. The chosen ones, their only job is to stay focused and find ways to protect themselves, to stay on track, and as well as do their own shadow work in order to be spiritually strong. Mostly the prayer plays a great role in such cases, and in that the individuals are meant to stay steadfast in the way of the Most High, persevere through having faith in God, knowing that God takes care of everything. Ask and you shall be given is the motto behind it. But stay grounded and firm in your righteous beliefs, in which the enemy will try their level best to make you go astray. But as long as you surrender to the Most High, you'll get all the support that you need. After all, what other power is greater than the Most High? He created everything and he knows the solution to everything. And he will definitely not give you any burden that you could not carry. Everyone is different, and everyone's burden, or rather, let's call it your mission, is different. Your purpose. It's just like imagine a factory. The factory is the world, and the working stuff, the human nation. And among the human beings, each has a specific mission or job to do. And everyone is specialized in what they do. So that means whoever is given a mission, God specialized that person even if they don't know. And just as how we learned how to walk as babies, we remember our specific missions with time according to the different experiences we undergo through. Because when we come to this world as babies, we forget everything about ourselves. Whatever we experience, easy or difficult, is meant to make us remember our specific mission so that we know how to go about it. It's duality thing again. You can't know the good if you didn't know what bad was. You can't know happiness if you didn't know what sadness was. So sometimes not necessarily you don't have to experience the bad. You might even just see it from someone close to you. You witness it and you learn from that. And that feeling of being lonely, boy, that feeling. It very well, even when you are in a crowd. You feel lonely even when you're in a crowd. You're among friends, you're among relatives, and you still feel lonely. And that is because the Most High wanted you to trust no one else more than you trust Him. He wanted you to not love anyone more than you love Him. Isn't it because we love someone else more than the Creator most of the times we end up getting into trouble? Or trusted another. For example, let's say you loved someone so much and then they go back to God and you feel cheated. You feel like you've been, like somebody has robbed you of your happiness, and you start losing faith and you get into problems. You know how you got manipulated to do things you didn't want to because you loved too much or trusted too much. That is the difference between the love for the Most High and other human beings. Human beings are like a bag with a hole that never gets filled in. They would always keep wanting and wanting and wanting, and it is always for their selfish reasons. You know this. We are all like that. It's human nature, unless you train yourself to be a saint, and that way you won't try to take advantage of others. But the Most High, whatever He does is for our own good, and it's not the same as humans. The love for God is different compared to the love of human beings. And I'm not saying don't love or trust. Please do so for those who really deserve it and won't take you for granted. The Most High has no reason to take advantage of you. After all, didn't He create everything so that it serves you, the human being? And that's why you're superior as long as you do the right thing. So back to reincarnation theories, that thing that I had. They are meant to compensate for what the wrong had been done so that you do the right. And can you imagine how many times you are given the chances of, and of course, unless and otherwise you remain stubborn with bad ways, which are made possible by manipulation of entities that know no boundaries, then you will lose your chance. The entities think that, well, as long as I'm going to hell, let me take someone with me together. And that is a very wide topic to talk on, which we'll not venture into. Because each and every person is born with with an entity that influences your ego. You have your soul in your ego controlling your body. And these two try to fight for control over your body. The ego gets influenced by the dark energies, and the soul is inspired by light energies, and that's why we have rewards and sins. Anyway, so in the reincarnation theory, you get awakened when the divine time is right for you to remember who you really are and what you are supposed to do. And then when that happens, that is when spiritual wars start, where the dark energies try to keep you asleep so that you do not do what you are supposed to do. And I guess that's where they start panicking, when you remember in awakening, where you are given the glimpse of all the lives before you came. And they start getting in despair with, she was not supposed to remember, she was not supposed to remember. So if you're going on with your spiritual journey after awakening, know that you won't get all the info at a go. Sometimes you might sometimes you might, but stay patient. You will be informed when the divine time arrives. And that's why savor each and every moment that you live and be thankful and grateful to the Most High for giving you that opportunity to know the truths when you were ignorant because of being delayed by the dark forces playing with your energy. Yeah, somebody's playing with my throat. So protect your energy. Ask God to protect you and burn and destroy all kinds of karmic cords and ties that are connected to you, so that you could concentrate in nurturing your self-being with a healthy, God-ordained ties and cords. So I pray to God that He leads us all on the right path and always keeps us on the right path, and to always protect us from all kinds of evil creations. Amen. And that's the guidance for now. And I hope that helps you somehow. So stay blessed and loved by the right beings. Till next time, take care, much love, and God bless.